Ah, this is fantastic.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I fall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
Welcome back, guys, and this is going to be another review of the 2016 Honda Genesis Coupe R-Spec, but this one in particular is the R-Spec in the Ibiza Blue, as in the track-ready version. On a quick side note, the Genesis Coupe R-Specs usually come with two different kinds of engine, one with a 3.8-liter V6 and one with the 2-liter direct injection turbocharged engine, which was discontinued back in 2013. As of 2016, Hyundai no longer makes the famous Genesis Coupe as we all know it. The Genesis Coupe was Hyundai's first attempt at a rear-wheel drive sports coupe. Oh, how the world laughed about that. Back then, the goal of the Genesis Coupe, according to the president and CEO of Honda USA, John Krafcik, said, and I quote, "to deliver a driving experience that challenges its rivals." For 8 years running, personally, I think the Genesis Coupe has had a great run, with each new model from the 2010 to present, getting better in the interior design, having more power, attracting more customers, especially those in the rear-wheel drive pure enthusiasts. So the question is, has the Genesis Coupe delivered a great driving experience as promised? So now skip 8 years into the future in 2016. And you realize this is the last of its kind. The 2016 is a very, very important year for the Honda Genesis Coupe because they're gonna stop making them, and which they have. And right here, this is the R-Spec. And as you can imagine, if you can't hit by the exhaust, it's a 3.8 R-Spec in Ibiza Blue. So, back to my question, have they learned from the past 8 years? Yes, because this car for the past 8 years has gradually progressed and gotten better. So when the first car first came out in 2010, it was about 310 horsepower and 200 and so pound-feet of torque. A lot of people didn't take Hyundai seriously when they were saying they were making a sports coupe. Even Jeremy Clarkson laughed at the idea that Hyundai was making the first rear-wheel drive sports car.
Anyway, this is called the Genesis, all right? Which probably means that after a couple of years, the front will leave and Phil Collins will move in there instead. It's got a V6 engine, 3.8 litres, and in between the bank, you've got a 25-minute keyboard solo.
And then other people believed in that, conception that Hyundai's thinking about. Then you have Sab Kyle 004, he bought one. He bought the Ultimate version, I think. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below. But yeah, so this is the 2016, lots of its kind, R-Spec. And if you can't tell already, this one is fully customized. From the exhaust to the intake, you name it, this car has it all. But the reason I love this car so much, especially this trim and what my buddy Gabe has done to this car, he didn't do too much to it. What he did was little intake and exhaust. These are the stock wheels, but the way he powder coated them in this almost like copper, with the contrast with the blue, Ibiza blue color of this car, it kind of changes colors in different lighting, but it just so happens it's cloudy up here in Denton, Texas. If you're new to this channel, I would highly recommend you check my review of a 2015 Hyundai Genesis Coupe that I did. That one that I drove was an automatic, 8-speed automatic. This right here is the R-Spec, and it's a manual, and this shifter is different. Oh, Gabe, you did one fantastic job with this car. He didn't overdo it. This is what not like. I mean, yeah, you can put a supercharger in this car, turbochargers, but if you just work with what you have and just naturally aspirate engine, this car is already a great engine from the factory. I said that before my last review. The engine sounded good, but now all this little mods that Gabe did, it just kicked it up a notch, and it's like it has a sweet spot, like the Goldilocks zone, you know. Like it's very, very rewarding. Like the shifter, for example, I can't remember the name of the shifter, but I'm gonna leave all the link down below and to the where he got all this parts from. It's a short throw shifter, and it shifts beautifully. And what, like, that wasn't enough. He changed the shift knob to match the color of the wheels. And you can tell by the interior of this car, the center console, it's displayed differently. He plastic dipped this in in red. It just works very well with the blue contrast, the nice wheels, and that exhaust. You just want to do this all day. It's so sad though. But yet, you realize they don't make this car anymore. This makes this car very unique. Because for 8 years running, Hyundai has really done very well with the Genesis Coupe that everyone thought wouldn't be as good. I mean, there's some drawbacks that people didn't like about this car. For example, the interior. It wasn't the best in its class per se, but it's better than some of its rivals like the G37 or the 350Z or 370Z that I reviewed. And this is just clean, but some people just didn't like that concept. How like the interior was too plain, like Hyundai, you know. But this is the RSpec, this is the track tuned part of the Genesis Coupe. So, as the track tuned package, you have the 19-inch wheels of the Ultimate package. You get that as well. The limited slip differential, Torsen limited slip differential. It's in this car. The Brembo brakes, 4% up front, 2% in the rear. It's in this car. And this car, the suspension handles beautifully around corners and whatnot. So this car, the RSpec is the best trim for the Genesis Coupe. And I drove the Ultimate before. That was an automatic. That was more for like a daily driver, and then people don't want to track that car. But this one is the trim that you get. But with 2016, it's the last model year they made this car. And if you want to get the same color, good luck with that, because I think this is the only Ibiza Blue RSpec I've seen in over a year. So as you can imagine, these beautiful bucket seats you get in the RSpecs, they hug me in place and they're comfortable. They're all leather wrapped, and the steering wheel is leather wrapped with that red accent on there. It's just well made. So with this car's drawbacks, like the looks, it kind of gives this car character, and I admire that. For some true hardcore Genesis fans and Hyundai fans, they can appreciate cars like this. So, the exhaust. Shots fired. This has a different hybrid of exhaust. First of which, it has a nameless axial back exhaust, and the mid-pipe is a Mega Racer mid-pipe, so it's a hybrid of both. It took a while for him to get to this exhaust though, which is really nice. It doesn't drone on high speed. Right now I'm in 6th gear, and the car is just quiet and subtle. It's not too rattling anything. It's just very, very quiet and exhaust note, and it sounds really good. It's very raspy, and it pops and bangs, you know, when you're shifting the gears really fast on the high RPMs. Among other things he did, the clutch is different. So if you guys are familiar with the Genesis base manual or the RSpec stock clutch, it's very, very light. It's very, very easy to stall that car. So what he did, he had a clutch pedal adjustment, and also he did HID headlights, the fog lights, all LEDs, and that's how much you need in this thing. It's crazy, but it's so simple, but yet it just makes you fall in love with this car more. And I'm sure those of you out there have the RSpec have done similar things to this, but nothing like this. But when the green lights comes along, you put in first gear, and everyone's in for a treat. Well, me, because it's this loud. Oh God. The brakes are pretty good, if you ask me. Oh, okay, we did something really good, man. You did a good job. Alright guys, if you guys want to see more pictures on this car, follow me on Instagram at TBM Reviews. I'm going to post some pictures of the car, some exhaust, the engine bay, so you guys can have a good detailed look at, you know, what Gabe's working with here. What the hell? fire. This thing is just wants to go. That was in second gear and just spitting flames, shall we? Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Thanks again to my friend Gabriel for borrowing his car for me to bring to you guys. Since I saw how much you guys loved the other video, I thought to give you guys a little treat. Subscribe to my channel, guys. My goal for this year is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of December. I know it's possible. You guys can make that happen. And as always, peace out and stay fit.
You know what it is when we do what we do. Like this.
Baby, do you wanna like this?